Jim, it's been about 6 weeks since we last spoke at the end of the game at South Shields. It seems to have been quiet to some people, but I'm sure in the background there's a lot been going on. Tell us a bit about where we're up to.
Yeah, there's a lot been going on. Obviously, that's you know, as a staff, you got to kick in. As a football club, when the season finishes, there's a lot of work going on. There's things going on around the ground. From my point of view, obviously, I've got to sort out what's going on the pitch. And you know, we've set a pre-season up. We've got our games which have been confirmed for quite a long time, which we're pleased about. We've got everything, a structure to work off with regards to pre-season. I think a few of the games have been announced already, and there'll be a few more to come. Yeah, and so yeah, we've planned everything in that regards. We know where we're at, kit, pitch, pre-season, all that, all geared up for the, you know, pre-season coming back and the start of next season. But my job now is building a squad that you know, will give us something that hopefully we can, well, certainly improve on what we did last season. It's going to be a tough league. We've seen the teams that have come into the division, which we've just been speaking about, spread right across the country for the Northern League. But yeah, we've been working hard behind the scenes to get everything in place, because I am a believer that if you get your structure and your set up right, you know, and the majority of your squad together as soon as you can, you know, it works better, because you can suddenly work on things more and build that spirit and togetherness amongst the squad of players. So we're trying to do that, but as I said to you, it's a tough league. You know, we've still got the likes of Scunthorpe and Brackley who are always there and thereabouts, and some of the teams coming up are ambitious. So I think it'll be a difficult league, but you know, we'll be competitive and we want to do well. So we're looking forward to it, but there's a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, when do the lads report back for training?
We'll have them in at the end of June, on a Thursday, last Thursday in June, just to see where they're at fitness wise. Yeah. That'll just be a physical type session, and then on the Saturday, I think it's the 29th, that'll be then, you know, majority of, well, virtually all of them will be physical, you know, but I do like to get the ball out as well, so we'll do what we need to do on that. The first, you know, the Saturday will probably be the first day where we can spend a bit more time, because obviously we're conscious most of the lads work. So the Thursday's just going to be around fitness, and then the Saturday will be the first proper day at our base where we are, and you know, we'll get the ball out on the first day. But pre-season will be tough, but I am a believer that you should have the ball out on the first proper day.
And at the end of last season, you mentioned about the training facilities weren't really what we want. We haven't got a pulpit. Is there any movement on that to try and improve that, Jim?
It's improving, yeah. You know, again, we've mentioned it's very difficult to do stuff on a third of a pitch, but you know, it's been tough. It's been tough for Liam before me. You know, there's not a great amount, you know, of places, venues. A lot of people put venues to you thinking that we've never explored them, but you know, we've explored every avenue to try and develop and get more bars, but more space to work with. But again, you know, at night time, a lot of places are already fully booked up. But what we have done, we've improved where we are. We've improved it within season with regards to having the change of facilities in the meeting room. We can do a bit of analysis, have meetings, etc. You know, a little bit of an area for the players to have a coffee when they arrive from training, or do some, you know, foam rolling stuff or stretches or whatever. So that's improved, and now you know, we'll be better off on the pitch as well. So we'll be able to work on more. Won't always be as 100% as we want, but it'll certainly be good enough to carry out exactly what we need to do. So we're pleased with that.
You mentioned about being busy with the players. Obviously, we have lost a few. It's your job now to replenish the squad and get it up to them. What sort of number would you like to have in an ideal number, Jim?
Ideally, you want to be around 19, 20, something like that. You know, maybe one or two more here and there, knowing that, you know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration with squads. You know, where do you use the loan market, don't you? Do you get your own players in? Who's available? What's the plan for each individual player? You know, I spoke about Finney recently, who we think's got good potential. We've took him on again, but potentially, you know, if we improve in that area, he's not going to fulfil his potential, you know, sitting in our stands. So yeah, he's had a sample of loan moves, and we've discussed that with him. So that might be something for the first couple of months to bring him on. Yeah, good. If he becomes better for it, then suddenly he starts putting more pressure, or he gets closer to our team. So that's just one detail on one player. But you know, we've got to think about everything with regards to individuals within the squad. My job, as I say, I come in at a difficult time. There's a lot to take into consideration. you know, around who's been here, you know, who we want to keep, who we think, you know, we better moving on, how we can improve. It's a horrible job. You know, I've said that it'd be nice just to put 20 players on the team sheet, win every game, and come the end of the season,
for you.
well, that's it, and keep 20 and go and enjoy your breaks. You'll see it all back on the first day, but it's not like that. So, as I say, there's a lot to take into consideration. Every player goes with our best wishes. It is football, you know, and I'm not a nasty person. I am pleased that you see certain players and some of them fans' favourites have been fixed up elsewhere, so that's great.
That's football, isn't it?
That's football, and as I say, there's no bad feeling from my point of view with regards to that. I've got a job to do, and I've got to do it to the best of my ability. And you know, we've made decisions. They're not always going to suit everyone, but I've always got the club's best interest at heart, and ultimately we want to improve. You know, I'm not going to stand here and go, oh well, we just want to stay in the division like we have done the last couple of years. We want to be pushing on. So I've got to make difficult decisions, but I've got to make sure that we get the recruitment right and the structure right and the training facility right and everything that goes in and around it to give you your best possible chance come Saturday afternoon or Tuesday evening of winning games of football. So, you know, the club's showing a bit more ambition now. As I say, it's a difficult league, but we want to be competitive in it, and you know, everyone will say it, every manager, if Tamworth can come up and then do what they did last year, unbelievable achievements as a part-time club as well, to get back-to-back promotions and win it comfortably in the end, you know, it gives everyone else a little bit of confidence. That's not for me to say we're going to win the league. It'd be nice if we can, but
they'd hang you out to dry if you said that, Jim.
But we've all got to take, you know, belief, and you know, it was a great achievement by them. But we want to, you know, my mentality is, doesn't matter we're playing the biggest club last year, Scunthorpe away, or we're playing a Bishop Stortford at home who were rooted to the bottom. We want to win every game of football, home and away. We'll do our stuff, our due diligence. We'll look over the opposition. We'll work on stuff. We'll get them fit and organised, and that'll be our mentality going into every game. And as I say, hopefully we improve on last season. You know, that's the plan, and if we do that, then we're going to be closer to where we want to be. So we just take every game as it comes, but it's important that you get it right now with your recruitment, with your pre-season, because it does set you up for the rest of the season.
Football fans are notoriously impatient. We all want to see people come in. We've seen people go, and we're not going to name any names today, but I think you can assure us that action will be happening very soon.
Of course. Football fans, I'm one myself. I want to see my team signing players and looking where they can improve and get a bit of excitement going. But what people have got to understand is, as soon as that season's finished, I mean, I've been away twice already myself. I've been to New York, I've been camping for the last 5 days, but
your phone never stops.
Well, I'm not camping in New York, by the way. I've been to New York, come back and then camping, but no, it's been a busy time, and you know, it's a lot of players hold out, a lot of players weigh their options up. You know, they're not just going to jump straight at the thing, and we haven't got a bottomless pit of money where we can just go and cherry pick all the best players. You know, that we can't do that. We can't go and throw loads of money at people. We've got to do it right, and it's got to be structured. So ultimately, you've got to spend a bit more time, meetings, you know, putting yourself in front of players like we have been doing. We've already missed out on 1 or 2. You know, that's which is disappointing. But again, I've been in the game long enough. It's football, but we've got 1 signed, which will be announced probably in the next day and a half, something like that. I've got another 2 who've agreed. They're just going through the stage of signing the contracts with Mark Lockyer, and you know, carrying out the medicals with Dan the physio. And then obviously we do the media around everything, and everything has got a process with regards to being announced. So there's 1 signed, 2 probably starting next week. 1 of them's actually on holiday, travelling back as we are now. So by the time he gets back, you know, we straight into it. He's been away for 10 days, 14 days. I met him before he went on holiday, so he's had a couple of options as well. That's a good signing for us, that he's picked us as well. So as I say, there's 3, potentially another 1 close, meeting 2 or 3 other players. So it's bubbling along, as I say. These things take time. We can't just go out and give them a massive contract and it means they drop on our lap straight away. we've got to go and work hard and put ourselves in front of people, have meetings with players, speak to people, do our due diligence, agents are involved, etc, etc. So I know people get impatient, and it is 6 weeks since is it 6 weeks? So yeah. You know, it's there's a lot to do. So I'm pleased that we've done a little bit of business. Potentially, well, should be a bit more come the start of next week, yeah. And then I'm sure a few more will follow on from that. So we're still in the market for probably, God, we're probably going to need another 7 or 8 players.
7 subs this year, isn't it?
Right, so there you go. So it's important that we get a squad capable. I think that's a positive thing with regards to the subs. Yeah. You know, I voted for that, because even if you can't fill it with your own, you know, your first team players, experience, you can bring your young lads in. We had that last season. Yeah. It's a great experience for the academy. Academy players, it's a big one for them, and you know, depending on whether the time's right or the result or whatever, you can start putting 1 or 2 of those youngsters into your team as well. So as I say, that's the academy to one side. There's 7 subs, we've got to get a squad. We're probably going to need 7, 8, 9 more players, and I'm confident we'll do that. And as I say, there's already 3 that have agreed to sign, so we're doing all right.
Season ticket sales have been good, which is good that the town, I know they've been on a cheaper offer, but it's still good to see that the town are backing the club and backing you. So a final word for the fans. Yeah,
100%. I've always said, you'll go one day, I'll go one day, the Big L probably, you know, will go one day, or whoever. All the roles change and all that, but there's one thing that stays true to any football club, and that's the supporters, the fans who come, and they're passionate about their local side. And you know, this is a big thing in the community of Southport. So you know, we want the fans to get behind us. I've had a great, great relationship with them since I've come in.
Yeah, good reception. Apart from mentioning Morecambe all the time,
I haven't mentioned them for ages. It's important that they get behind us. You know, we want them to enjoy coming to their local, community side, enjoying the match day experience. Things are going on behind the scenes that will enhance that. You know, it's not all just about what goes on the pitch. Ideally, you want your team to win, but it's all the hospitality, the catering, the feel-good factor, everything that goes with it. We want it to be a proper social event, whether you're children, a man, a woman, families, whatever it may be, gangs of lads, gangs of girls, all come and enjoy the match day experience. So we want them to get behind us. Season tickets are going well, long may it continue, and we can push that attendance, that average attendance up next season.
Brilliant. Just can't wait to get going now.
100%, as I say, a lot of hard work, but we're looking forward to doing what we need to do over the next couple of weeks leading up to pre-season, and get our teeth into pre-season, into the games programme, and then the fixtures come out, etc. So everyone start getting excited, so it's good.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jim.
No problem.